What's up, y'all? It's the next day. So we got the pasture burned off yesterday. We got most of the grass burned off, as you can see behind me here in the black. It's not all the way done, but that's all right. We still got plenty of time before spring. So I figured what I would start doing today is the weather's really nice. It's still a little bit too wet to do any prescribed burning. I'm hoping in the next few weeks that we'll be able to do that. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna start prepping out our first garden bed. So let's get into it. We got the pasture burned off yesterday a little bit. We didn't quite finish it off completely, but as you can see here, we got a pretty good chunk of it burned off. I'm gonna start working on building our first bed. And so what I've done is I've just taken a little stake here, put it in the ground, and I got a flag on it. And then down in the distance, I've got another stake with a flag on it. And what we're gonna do is we're going to build a Hugelkulture bed. So I've got this garden cart here, our gorilla cart, and I've got a few hand tools here, and I'm gonna set this up to where you can kind of watch what I'm doing. I'm gonna prep the bed. So what I'm doing here is I've got this stake in the ground with just a flag on it, so that way I know where I'm starting and stopping. And then on the other side of the bed down in the distance, I've got the same thing going on. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna rake the grass off the top here. All right, so we got that prepped up, got the top grass raked off anyways. But what I'm gonna do next is got several brush piles and, you know, just small piles like this stuff here that I've got piled up around in different areas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and cut branches that are about the width of the bed, and then we're gonna load those up in the garden cart, and we're just gonna start dumping loads of branches onto this bed. And it's gonna take a while. Okay, now I do realize that this looks like complete madness, and well, to be perfectly honest, it is. So yeah, I mean, you know, like I've got a pile of dead and rotting and decaying branches and logs behind me. What am I doing with that? So this is the base for a system called Hugelkulture. It is a German term and a German process that the term Hugelkulture translates to hill culture, and basically what it is you stack up dead limbs and sticks and debris, and then you add grass or leaves on top of it. In my case, I'm going to add grass and horse and goat manure that has been composting for the past 15 years, and it's going to be a really great system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep doing this. This is about halfway. I've got about the rest of the other half to do this same process that you just saw there. So we're gonna keep stacking, and then all at the end, I'm gonna do my best to organize it. So that way everything's moving in the same direction. We're gonna stack some logs on the low side, so some bigger diameter logs on the low side. Because there's a little bit of a natural slope on this ground, and what we want to do is capture the water, and those bigger diameter logs can basically act as a sponge, so that way we're not losing all of our nutrients and everything that we're putting into these beds. We'll try to sponge that on the low side. So that's going to be the plan with this bed. Now, like I said, it looks like complete madness, and it totally is. I mean, you know, it takes a little bit of madness, I think, to find success. So that's what we're doing. This is Hugelkulture, so if you've never heard of it, look into it, research it. It's really cool. It's something that I've been researching for quite a while. and I've done it in some smaller scale situations. I planted some blueberry bushes in Hugelkulture beds last year, and they did really, really excellent. More or less just threw them in the ground, put some mulch on top, and we had blueberries you know, all year almost, and it was just a store-bought plant. It was really great. So that's what we're gonna do on this much larger scale, and I really hope that it ends up working out. But you know, that's what all this is about, figuring it out as we go, and that's what we're doing. If you're watching this right now, I just want you to understand that what you're watching is really the very, very, very beginning of something that is going to be truly wonderful. This space is going to provide so much to so many people whenever it is whenever the cycle has been completed, and this is truly producing what it can. It's going to be a really, really great thing. So if you're watching this, I just want you to know that this is truly something that is going to be miraculous at the end of it. So I hope that you will, you know, stay on this journey with us and keep watching these videos, because I'm definitely going to do my best to document all of this as well as we can.